haunt that you've always wanted to visit? A twisted wonderland you've always wanted to sink your toes into? Well, we definitely do. And today, we're going to share with you our dream haunts, the spooky realms we have on our bucket list to go and visit. Today on Haunt Culture. Spooky experts on this side of the internet. Today we have a very exciting episode.
Yes.
This is an episode that honestly has been in the works for me since last November.
Oh.
The idea came as a blip and I was like, ooh, this would be a really fun idea. Talk about what haunts we would love to go to. And I've always kind of had a list kind of on the down low about haunts I would always love to visit. And then I really started to do my research. And here we are. We're going to share with you a couple haunts that we are just dying to visit.
Yes, dying. So I guess I will kick us off. We have to, of course, mention this one, and it really is one I am dying to go to. And it's an international haunt, Fearaphobia Scream Park in Australia.
Yes. This one was on my list, but I wasn't going to include it because I thought we were going to be on the same page about, like, obviously we want to go to Fearaphobia. So that is why it's not on my list, because I was like, I'm going to make a special message for Pumpkin. Shout out to Pumpkin. Love you, bestie. They're getting a new location this year.
Yes. They've got a brand new location, 4 mazes. It just looks like such a cool atmosphere.
Yes.
I know they do a lot of cool shows. Mm-hmm. And of course they have their iconic clowns, our good friend Pumpkin, as well as Zero and Bubbles.
Yes.
And apparently last year, Zero and Bubbles did concerts during the event.
Whoa!
With their own original music.
Send me the mixtape. Reach out. I'll give you my email.
People are like, I want to go to Australia, visit the Sydney Opera House, or see a kangaroo. No, I want to go to a haunt attraction in Australia. That's why I want to go. Next up, what do you got?
One of my dream haunts. I'm kind of going in descending order, so like, I would like to go to this place, but it's not my number one. Like, I have to go there in my life. My first dream haunt is another theme park haunt. It is Knott Scary Farms.
Oh!
Knott's Scary Farm. Over in California at Knott's Berry Farm. That is their seasonal Halloween event. I have always heard in my years of working at theme parks that Knott's Berry is the haunt you strive to be like as a corporate haunt. They have such amazing and cool concepts for their haunts. Scare Ones recently got one of their original haunts, Paranormal Inc. I would love to go over to California to experience it because coming from a theme park haunt background, I would love to see another theme park haunt because I've never been to another theme park haunt. Fun fact.
Oh.
Except HHN, which I'm going to this year. Which is also not on my dream list because I get to go to it this year. They got some cool roller coasters over there too that I would definitely get on in between houses and scare zones. What do you have next up on your
Next
roster?
up on my list is, and I also want to disclaim, none of these are in order that I am saying. I want to go to all of them. But this one is Blood Prison from Ohio. Yes, this one's an interesting one. It takes place in the Ohio State Reformatory. One of the main reasons I discovered this location was this incredible haunt actress who is known as the warden's wife, who lets out this crazy blood-curdling shriek. Oh my God. First of all, it's incredible she's able to do that multiple times a night. But it is like the sound of it will just make your skin crawl.
Ooh.
I tried to reach out to have her on the show.
Right. I remember that.
But unfortunately, she's a very busy person, so we couldn't get our schedules to line up.
Period, queen. If you still want to come on the show,
absolutely,
we got a spot for you.
Invitation stands. But she was very, very nice about it, too.
Yeah.
And the makeup effects and stuff look really good. I would love to check it out. And plus, it takes place in a real, prison. Those
are always my favorite.
Just embracing the history and stuff. I love stuff like that. That is a dream haunt for me.
I love that. My next haunt is the 13th Gate down in Louisiana.
Ooh, I think I've heard of this one.
So I just recently read a book that is about a serial killer that is centered in Louisiana, in the bayous. So this is kind of partially why I chose it. If you want to read it, it's called The Butcher and The Wren. If you listen to the Morbid podcast, it's written by the lady who does it. I have always heard inklings of this haunt. One of the things that kind of ticked it up the list for me as a dream haunt was during the off season, this haunt employs year-round movie industry construction crew and award-winning scenic artists, carpenters, lighting, and sound technicians to help build their haunts every year. So that's something that really set it apart for me. One, the location. Louisiana is just so rich and full of like creepy history, and the bayous it just gives it this spooky feeling. Like, I feel like if I lived in Louisiana, it would be Halloween all the time. Reading up on this haunt, they have incredibly realistic sets and scenes. They mention on their website that the goal is, as you're walking through their haunt, for the guests to be like, did the thing that I just saw, did it actually happen? Or was that a movie that I just watched? They strive for really high artistic value. They strive for the top of the top scare actors. They employ about 160 scare actors, it says, which was shocking to me considering how big this haunt is, because I think it's 4 houses. You've got to look it up because it is so cool. They're so realistic. It's so crafty, like terrifying, chilling.
I'm going to mention another haunt that has been on the show before. Haunted Plantation.
Ooh.
In Hawaii.
Yeah, that's a good one.
A while back,
yeah,
we got to speak to the creator and operator of Haunted Plantation, Noah. Really, really cool guy.
Fantastic guy.
Gave us so much incredible information and stories about his haunt. It looks so cool. Just the makeup and masks. They make their own masks there.
Yes.
First of all, so you get original monster makeup there. Plus, you're walking through replicas of early settlers and people that once lived, and immigrants that once were there in Hawaii, with objects in there from that time period, which also adds it's super haunted.
Yeah.
A haunt in a haunt. I mean, we know for a fact it's haunted because we had a surprise while interviewing Noah. If you didn't catch it then, we actually had a ghost voice pop up in the interview that wasn't there when we were interviewing, but popped up during editing. That was crazy.
Just kind of looking through. I'm 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 just kind of looking through.
My soul left my body when Leroy sent me that text and was like, please listen to this. Tell me I'm not going crazy. And I was like, that's a voice. It was so cool. I'm not a history person, but I would absolutely love to attend this haunt just to learn about the history of Hawaii and the location of where it is. And I love a good haunted haunt. My final haunt is also from Ohio. It is from Dent, Ohio, and it is the Dent Schoolhouse.
Ooh, I've never heard of that one.
This is another one that is a haunted haunt. And it takes place in a public school, what used to be a public school. It operated as a public school in 1894. Basically, the premise of it is, I'm not going to read the entire thing to you. The story is that there was a janitor who went absolutely bonkers, lost his mind, and started like kidnapping and killing children in the school. So the school eventually had to shut down. Like, it was not... they could not have school there anymore because there was a murderous janitor on the loose. I was like, this is kind of cool, but I feel like it's like the asylum. It's kind of like overdone. Like, I feel like you get a lot of that. You don't have, if you have an asylum, if you have clowns, you gotta have a creepy schoolhouse or creepy kid somewhere. But the legend and the story behind this haunt, immaculate. I have read and seen people who've gone to this haunt that say it is a very long walk through, and I love a haunt that's a long walk through. I believe it's one haunt. I don't think it's where you go through multiple in the same room.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that it's just one, but it's a very long experience.
All right. Well, I'll end it on my final haunt on my list. My haunt is Sir Henry's.
I forgot about Sir Henry's. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought this one up because
it's a good one.
Oh my God.
I think we've watched a lot of haunt walkthroughs of Sir Henry's together. It's down in Florida, and it's outside the theme parks because, you know, they all the theme parks do big Halloween stuff, but this is a smaller haunt, but still that horror theme park atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
It just looks really cool. They have a lot of fun characters that walk around. They've got 4 different attractions, 3 spooky trails, and a haunted hayride.
Whoa!
That's pretty cool.
I love a haunted hayride.
Plus, I didn't know this until I recently researched it. Apparently, they have Sir Henry book series.
Yes, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Tim Tracker because that's how I figured out about the books. Because Tim Tracker goes almost every year to Sir Henry's, and I think they're on book 2. Maybe it's a collection of short stories based on the characters that are in Sir Henry's, which is super cool.
I would love to have had that kind of thing at Scarowinds.
Oh,
with
yeah.
all the characters we used to have, like Barnacus, the monkey that walked around. Oh, man, I love that. Now I really want to check out those books. But you know what would be really cool if Sir Henry would like to come on the show, huh? Promote your book.
Yeah!
Yeah, oh my God, I would love
I would probably
to
pee
do
my
that.
pants if
Yes.
we interviewed them. That would be so cool. Be like, I won't pee in your chair. I'll go stand over there and pee my pants.
Okay.
And then I'll come back to the interview.
That's a really good mix of haunts there.
Yeah, that
gotta
was a pretty good. I had no idea what Leroy was bringing to the table. I figured we were going to cross paths on the Fearaphobia thing. I was like, he has to. He has to mention
I
Fearaphobia.
have to. They're cool.
Pumpkin will come knocking on our door if we don't. So what is a haunt that you would sell your soul to be able to go and attend? Let us know down in the comments. And maybe what's a haunt that you would never go to? Question of the episode. What's a haunt that you would never step foot into?
McKinley Manor.
I was going to say.
If you are a haunt actor at a haunt, whether we've mentioned your haunt or not, reach out to us because we want to interview more haunt people from around the country and the world. We know there's so many of you amazing spooky people out there, so please reach out and let us know if you would like to be on Haunt Culture.
Because you don't have to be super crazy, super famous, have 1 million followers on TikTok or Instagram. Like, we're feeble little haunt people. We would love to interview other feeble little haunt people. Do you like that I keep saying feeble?
Feeble little haunt.
Feeble little people. Thanks for watching.
And please follow us on our social media. We have links down below in the description.
And don't forget to keep it spooky.
Subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss another haunt